Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, interesting day, very, very interesting day. I took 2 wins, as you can see right here, which is like, it's kind of like 1 win because it's the same trade. So let's go over it. It was a really, really easy trade, really, really easy, like nice price action and shit like that. The trade was literally taken like 1 minute after market opened. So let's go over the trade. So first of all, what, bro, it's lagging again. No. Okay. So basically what we had before market opened, let me reload this shit. Basically what we had before market open, we were about to create a SMT divergence because S&P took out some highs which Nasdaq didn't take out yet. So we were about to make a SMT, but we didn't actually create it until like later on. Like right now, you can see we had the first red candles at like 16:30. Yeah. So basically, after market open, we didn't fulfill the SMT divergence because we didn't create a bearish candle yet. Now, what I was thinking was that we probably are just like S&P 500 is just continuing his uptrend, and Nasdaq is just lagging behind. So it isn't really a SMT divergence in a case where Nasdaq will go lower and S&P will go lower, but S&P is just the faster moving index in this case, right? And that kind of like got validated by the market not giving us any red candles and like creating the actual SMT. Now, before market opened, we had this 15-minute fair value gap. As you can see, wait, let me put this away. Yes, let me put this away. So 15-minute fair value gap right here. And then also what we had on the 5-minute chart is where we can see it. Oh no, even lower, 1-minute chart, I guess. Bang. Yeah, okay. We had this red candle, which moved down to equilibrium. So I can actually put this away. Bro, my charts are so filled with useless stuff. So as you can see, equilibrium right here with this candle. So we got a retrace into the 15-minute fair value gap, and we hit equilibrium. And we also swept some low resistance liquidity right here. This low, right? And even this low didn't get so okay. But we swept some low resistance liquidity. And because my bias was bullish, I was like, all right, why not get into a trade right away? And I entered after we got this candle right here, which was, I mean, it wasn't the best entry, but it was like I don't know. I didn't go full risk on this. As you can see, I got, or was this no, this was the first trade, which is, I don't know how much I risked. I think it was like 0.2%, right? And then on the second entry, I actually risked way more, which was like 0.4 or 0.5%. So I went to the risk I actually wanted to go to. Yeah. So I opened a, bro, I'm tweaking. I opened a partial position kind of here, and then I waited for some more confirmation. And after we got the change of character to the upside, I entered the second position right here, and stop losses were set at this low. I had my stop loss on the first position down here, but that didn't really make sense after I opened the second position. So I just put both stop losses down below this low right here. And oh yeah, and another confluence which made me do the second entry is that we hit the equilibrium with this move down. As you can see, the green line is equilibrium. So that was a bit more confirmation for me. And then I entered the second position and both stop loss at the same point at this low right here, this 1-minute low right here. And then first take profit was set at these previous highs, which was like kind of, as you can see right here, kind of like equal highs, right? They're like pretty equal highs. They're not exactly equal, but there's a name for it. Pretty equal highs? No, I don't know. There's like a nearly equal highs? No, I don't know. There's like a name for it, like really, really close to being equal highs. And then the second take profit was set, so the main take profit actually, what is this? What is this red one? Can I delete this? No. All right, who cares? The second one was up here at these highs, which is like high resistance liquidity. Like it was, let me check. It was the previous New York session, I think. Yeah, it was previous New York session highs. So yeah, like pretty obvious draw, I guess. And that was my second and last take profit. And first take profit got hit quite like pretty fast. We went up. We literally edged my take profit at first, and I was like, oh fuck no. But then we went down a bit and then triggered take profit. Perfect. Then I moved my stop loss of this trade. So this trade is now fully closed, right? I closed this trade fully right here. You can see plus $8.53. And then I put the stop loss of the bigger trade, which I entered later on, behind my entry. So I was like completely safe. I had the profits. I kind of like acted like they were the same trade, you know? So now it was really, really safe. And then something happened, and I'm not sure if I had to do this or if I should have done this, but I'm like, in my opinion, I did something good. It triggered me a bit that we still hit my main take profit, but we created a 5-minute SMT, right? And the thing is, like S&P 500 took out these highs, which I was targeting on Nasdaq, you know, so to take profit, I was like, okay, maybe, and then we had a, bro, what the fuck, I'm tweaking so hard right now. So S&P 500 hit the same high, which was on Nasdaq, which I was targeting on Nasdaq for my take profit, right? Do you guys understand? Like Nasdaq, S&P 500 took out these highs, while Nasdaq didn't take out these highs yet. And then we created, and then we made a bearish candle, right? So it's a SMT divergence now. Now the problem with this is, first of all, the bearish candle was only created on my broker's chart, like the match trader, like it's the broker thing, the for the prop firm. That was only created on here. You can see this is the red candle. On trading view, the candle wasn't red, it was actually still green. So it was 1445. Oh, I'm a 1-minute chart on. Yeah, wow. So this is it, I think, 1445. Yeah, this. Oh no. Oh shit. All right. Okay, forget it. Okay, no. Oh, okay, perfect. Nice. Okay, they were actually red candles. Okay, forget it. Perfect. I don't know why. Oh, I was probably on the 1-minute chart at that point too. Okay, so my decision was all right. I closed it because we had the S&P divergence to the downside. Why, and S&P took out the highs that I was targeting on Nasdaq. So I mean, it was a valid thing to do to close the trade. As you can see, bearish S&T created, closed position right here, which is a 120.1 risk to reward on the second trade. The first trade was a 1.41 risk to reward, which got fully hit, and the second trade like should have been a 1.72, but it was a 1.01 because I closed early because of that SMT which got created. We would have hit full take profit right after that, but I don't know. I think it was the right thing to do. It triggered me really, really hard that we actually still hit my take profit. But I don't know. Who cares? I took my profits, bro. We're up, and that's the only thing that matters, I guess. I predicted the market the right way. I followed my plan. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know. What I could have improved on this one was I should have waited for the full confirmation trade, right? Because I entered a bit too early on this one, and that's why I re-entered. I should have waited for the right confirmation. This is something that I could have done. And that's basically it. I mean, I closed the trade early and it had a really, really good reason why I did that. So I'm completely fine with it. Now, so first of all, also the reason why I risked way more than usual is because I'm actually trying to risk more on this account right here. So I either lose the account or pass it finally, because I actually want to move to another prop firm, which is a bit better because it has the integration into TradingView, and I can directly trade in TradingView, which is like easier for me, I guess. It's probably easier for everybody to do that. So yeah, that's why I'm risking way more. I either lose the account or win the account, which is like both okay with me. Now another thing, I took a Bitcoin trade, which was really, really stupid. I completely went against my own bro, oh wow. Okay, the trade would have, oh my God, dude. As you can see, the trade would have, oh, okay. So basically what the trade was based off of, on the Bitcoin thing, Bitcoin, bro, what the fuck? On Bitcoin, what the trade was based off of, like really, really fast, I'm going over it. We had this CME gap right here, so this weekend gap right here, which got filled. We had this order book liquidity, like I don't know how to explain it. There's like this tool to see like where orders lay. I think it's, is it called, it's called the order book, and there I looked for where orders are laying and which would act as a support or resistance point, because it's like actual orders. It's not like support or resistance trading, it's like actual orders getting filled. So I marked that out with this yellow thing here. This is where orders were laying, and I was like, okay, market will probably move down here if we because we are tapping into the CME gap, we are hitting equilibrium, bang, as you can see. And at that point, we actually didn't hit equilibrium yet. So it was my fault, actually. If I waited for equilibrium to be hit, right, which would have actually been my strategy, and I entered after that, then I would have actually hit my take profit. Stupid mistake. I learned from it. I wanted to target this order book liquidity, but I actually just targeted this low right here because I was in with so little volume that I couldn't set to take profits. But that's all right with me. I actually learned from this trade right now, right away. It was just stupid. I wasn't patient enough. If I was patient, I would have literally won the trade. It would have looked like this basically, bang, and I would have probably targeted this low right here right away. So it would have looked like this, and then the second take profit, if I was able to, I would have targeted like this. Shitty situation, my own fault. I know my mistake. I learned from it. That's the most important thing. That's basically everything. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Hopefully you took a nice W trade. Yeah, bye bye.